Apparently, the Newsmax network has a policy against name-calling on the air, which, honest to God, that's news to me. But according to Newsmax host Wendy Bell over this past weekend, she is forbidden by the network executives from name-calling on the air, which she said on the air sucks. Because apparently Newsmax host Wendy Bell just wants to, I don't know, call people names all day. And by the way, Wendy, if that's what you want to do, move to YouTube, right? I mean, I can call people names all day. It's kind of fun, honestly. It's refreshing. It's freeing. You know, you finally get to say what's on your mind without having to worry about your corporate sponsors getting angry at you. But Wendy Bell is suffering through it and holding her tongue as best she can. Here is what she said this past weekend when she wanted to say bad names about Liz Cheney. There are so many words I'd like to call Liz Cheney, but go figure, Newsmax TV has this very strict policy, apparently, about name calling, which sucks. I love how you said it like you were a teenage girl, right? Like you got in trouble, like it sucks. I'm not even allowed to call people names without getting in trouble. Man, this blows, right? You're on a nationally syndicated cable news network, okay? You chose that job. Nobody in this country forced you into doing this. If you don't like their policies, if you would rather have a job where you can call people names all day, you can leave. You don't have to go on the air on national news and whine like a baby that you're not allowed to basically name call like a baby. But you do you, I guess, Wendy. You know, do whatever the hell you want, but you chose that job. So, you know, suck it up and deal with it. So the big question, of course, is why does she want to name call Liz Cheney, right? I mean, we know Republicans these days hate Liz Cheney, even though she is still very much one of them. She just doesn't like Donald Trump. So last week, of course, Liz Cheney gets the Presidential Citizens Medal, which I do believe should not have happened. Liz Cheney's a horrible person who voted with Trump and the Republicans 97% of the time while she was in Congress. A horrible person who, through her work at the State Department during the first term of the Bush administration, helped orchestrate the Iraq War. Yeah, horrible human being, but definitely a Republican. The only reason people like Wendy Bell hate her is because she doesn't like Trump. On virtually every other issue, they agree. But if you don't bow down to Donald Trump like Liz Cheney doesn't, suddenly you're the next incarnation of Bernie Sanders, I guess. They treat you just as badly as they treat him. But Bell continued in her little farce here, saying, quote, "Suffice it to say, a House Oversight Subcommittee investigating the bias and the politicization of the January 6th committee is now recommending Liz Cheney for criminal prosecution. Like, let's just soak that up for a minute. This committee says Cheney colluded with the committee's star witness Cassidy Hutchinson before Hutchinson's testimony, and without her attorney's knowledge. That's called witness tampering. And in these United States, it's a pretty serious felony. So is obstruction of justice. You know what Cheney's bogus select committee told the world so many of those January 6 protesters were guilty of? Am I wrong to fantasize here for a prisoner swap? You know, where the January 6ers get out, the select committee members go in. Hey, some chickens have come home to roost. Why not?" That is a lot of incomplete thoughts there. It's also kind of crazy. Like, the January 6 people committed actual crimes. And for the record, witness tampering actually pertains to criminal or civil matters in a court of law. Yeah, so it's not a felony even if she did do what you say she did, which again, there's actually no evidence to actually suggest that she did. It's just what a bunch of bitter, angry Republicans put in a report that was not an investigation, by the way. It was just a bunch of crazy crackpot Republicans who said, hey, F Liz Cheney, let's write this up. And for that, Wendy Bell wants to call her names, but god darn it, Newsmax is preventing her from doing that. However, apparently, they're not preventing her from just spreading lie after lie after lie and calling for law-abiding members of Congress to be thrown in jail, while the felons that participated in the Capitol riot, she says, should go free. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.